Anybody here? Is anybody joining me this morning? How you doing, world? Welcome to Stock Markets with Bruce. I'm Bruce. They call me Uncle Bruce, and I do appreciate that. I've been on the air now as a live presenter during market days since 2021, January 2021. I've been doing this. This is March 25. 4 years, 2 months. 4 days ago was the 4th anniversary of memberships being offered on this channel. I started offering memberships March 16th, 2021. And this channel has completely changed from that day forward. Up until March 16th, 2021, up until that moment in time, anyone could join in here, watch me talk, comment, hang out. Unfortunately, in the last two weeks prior to launching memberships, that first 2 weeks of March in 2021, this channel, like other live channels, attracted so many trolls. It was really disturbing, and I couldn't keep up with the hate. I couldn't keep up with the vitriol and the attacks on this channel and attacks on viewers of this channel by trolls. So I came up with the idea, like other channels, why don't you offer a membership thing where people who are members can comment on the channel? And so the Chillin' member level came into being, $10 a month. And I did that on the 16th of March, and the response was pretty impressive. However, there was a fallout from that. You get something and you give something, all right? And by getting members, that was great, and we got rid of trolls, which is great. But the other side of it came out, where people who wanted something for nothing and would never pay a dime for anything on YouTube, because their philosophy was, you're a YouTuber, you make money on advertising, screw you, I'm not giving you anything. So we started losing subscribers. And I have lost subscribers every month since March 2021. This channel once had, I think we once had 108,000 subscribers at the height of the craziness, the GameStop craziness, the wild markets, the COVID, everybody stuck at home, and you had nothing else to watch. And now we're at 80-something thousand subscribers, 83,300, and let me look up here. Right now, live, 83,349 subscribers. So 9,303, 25,000 subscribers walked away. Most of them in the first 6 months to a year after opening up memberships. And here we are. And I'm going to guess that of the 83,000 or whatever the number is, 20,000 maybe watch me once in a while. The other 60,000 just haven't gotten around to canceling their membership because they've subscribed to hundreds of YouTube channels. They don't know how to unsubscribe from channels they don't watch anymore. This is the normal in YouTube, in the world of YouTube. If you see a channel with 1 million subscribers, you think, oh, wow, look at that YouTuber, 1 million subscribers. Oh, they got to be incredibly popular. 200,000 of them watch. 50,000 really watch out of 1 million. These are studies that YouTube has done for years, and guys like myself who've been around now 8 years on YouTube since I started my other channel, Traveling with Bruce, in 2017, we understand how this works. And there's 113 of you watching me right now. I got a chart, a little meter going up here. You probably have a meter going down here somewhere telling you how many people are here, or maybe it's down here. There's 113 people here out of 83,000 subscribers. It's 5, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 maybe that I'm pooling from. Welcome to the party. Nice to have you. Last evening, I tried to launch the primetime live show for Gold Bagel members only, 7 o'clock Eastern. And I loaded up the show, and I got everything ready to go. And then 7 o'clock Eastern, I hit the button to start talking. And folks saying, hi, how's it going? Here we go. And then I started noticing there are people here talking on the comments that are not, they're not Gold Bagel members. They're just, anybody could show up. Well, it turned out that the show went live through the YouTube system. YouTube did not differentiate between Gold Bagel members and anyone else. And so all of a sudden, I had hundreds of people watching me live instead of my usual crowd of 150 to whatever the number is. I mean, I've talked to as few as 30 people and 200 people in Gold Bagel chats, depending on what's on television. Is there a Final Four basketball game going on? I'm not getting any views. Is there an NFL football game, playoff game going on? Or is there something happening? Then I don't get views. People watch on the rerun. But last night, a lot of people had nothing to do. And so they found my show somehow. They were told about it, or they got promoted to me. And so a lot of folks came by last night. I appreciate you visiting us. It was sort of an opportunity, I guess, for us to say, well, this is Uncle Bruce. This is what he does during the day, Monday to Friday, from 8 to 8:30 in the morning, just for Gold Bagel members, and 8:30 to about 10:30 U.S., 10:30 U.S. in Eastern Time Zone every day when the markets are open. Here's what he does. Here's what he's doing. So you're welcome to join us. So there might be some folks here this morning that found me last night by accident. I say hello to all of you, whether you're a Gold Bagel member, a Chillin' member, a subscriber, or just a lurker, and you're just, you don't even subscribe to my channel. Appreciate you. Welcome all to the party, and thank you for joining in. Look, the market is down. It's showing a negative trend, but it's not like catastrophically down, but it is frustratingly lower. If you're an investor that makes more money when markets go up than when they go down, you're frustrated this morning. If you are an option writer here, you might be an option writer watching me and following me. Most people that are here are option writers. But if your account does much, much, much better when markets go up versus when markets go down, you're not a complete option writer yet. You're on your way to becoming a real full-blown option writer, but you're not there yet. And so I constantly try to motivate you all to think like an option writer should think. And that is not to depend on the market to hit new all-time highs every month or two, and everything will always be great going forward. You have to understand that the markets are like a racetrack, and the first race of the day, the ponies that run in the first race of the day are the lowest priced ponies out there, and the second race of the day are ponies that are older, and some have been injured or are coming back from injury, and they're not worth what they used to be worth, and we don't know who's going to win that race. And then the third race is up and coming horses that are really getting it together, until the last race of the day, where it's the best horses in the stables, the most consistent performers, and now we wager like crazy. As an option writer, you have to get it in your mindset that every day is another race. Every day, it's another horse race. And I can't tell you what the handicaps are. We can get an indication from the pre-market. It's like the workouts, we watch horses work out during the afternoon. Most horse gamblers don't watch horses work out during the afternoon. They show up at the track at nighttime and they get a hunch and they make a wager. They're the perfect saps. Pre-markets kind of give you an indication what's going on as of this second in time. But these aren't also very accurate either, because unfortunately pre-markets are subject to manipulation by certain parties out there that can really wreak havoc on certain stocks because of how thinly they trade. These shares trade very thinly. It doesn't take much money or stock action to move a market in a pre-market trade. And when we do open at 9:30 Eastern, sometimes markets trade at levels that have no reflection to what they were doing for the last 4 hours in the pre-market. And so you have to kind of let that happen. You have to let that go. And you have to accept it as normal. And you have to believe and and trust the market when the market opens, not the pre-market or the post-market. Now, there are times where the pre-market, post-market are deadly accurate. They're right on it because there's so much volume in the pre-market on a specific stock that the street has ruled. A company comes out with results. The results were as expected, beat expectations, but the management is not giving us confidence in the next quarter. Stocks get hammered. And so when a stock is priced to what we call perfection, they can open down 10%, even though they just reported a whole bunch of dough that they made. Not good enough. Sometimes it's that accurate. Other times, pre-markets are gyrating wildly or don't change at all. And then the market opens up and the stock price in the first 10 minutes has no reflection and no bearing to what was going on in the pre-market. Sometimes stocks move when they weren't moving, and sometimes stocks go the opposite direction from where they were just 10 minutes earlier in the last of the pre-market. That's what sophisticated and experienced traders know, and option traders have to be aware of that as well. Welcome all to the program. I'm curious whether any of you have had a scenario, those of you who've been here a while, I'm wondering, you found my channel, I don't know how long ago. You became part of the family. You took my classes, all of them, half of them, 3/4 of them, 5 of them, whatever. Maybe you've had a one-on-one consultation with me, maybe 2, maybe 5. I've been doing this now for 4 years, since 2021. But I'm wondering, how many of you who've now become option writers, and you've been making money option writing, how many of you have a scenario where you go to an event, you go to a gathering, okay? Maybe it's a family gathering. It's someone's birthday. It's someone's anniversary. It's a July 4th family reunion. Whatever it is, you end up in a group of people that you've known all your life, and you sit and have a drink and you're listening to what the discussion is, and it hits you right between the eyes. Within 30 seconds, within a minute, you realize, oh my God, these people are saying the same stuff they were saying to each other 5 years ago, 10 years ago. They're in a time warp. You've entered a time warp, and you realize that they're talking about work, they're talking about politics, they're talking about the economy, they're talking about the neighborhood, their city, their state, they're talking about whatever they're talking about, like they were, years and years ago. And you are sitting there going, I'm an outsider. I'm no longer part of this group anymore, because your world is here with us. As an option writer, I'm pointing at the stock market here at my computer, at my big ass iPad, showing the pre-market quotes. You're in the world of option writing, and you've now realized how far you've come. You now it now hits you that, oh my God, I don't realize how far I've changed in my perception of this market, the interpretation of this market, the understanding of the stock market, and the way I feel about this market. I cannot talk to any of these 5, 10, 20 people that I'm surrounded by about what I'm doing, because what I am doing, none of these people they're not able to understand it. They don't follow the world like I follow the world now. I have completely evolved into another person when it comes to investing. You may have the same core values and feelings about your former college, your alma mater, your loyal to your old high school, your loyal to your hometown. All that's the same. And you can certainly talk to all of your friends and relatives about, going camping this summer or, whatever. But when it comes to business, and when it comes to investing, and when it comes to making money, and the economy as a whole, and the world as a whole, your viewpoint of the world is from a different location than your friends. And you've realized, oh my God, I kind of left town. I've gone to I'm at another school. I'm in another world. I wonder how many of you that's happened to. I'm kind of curious. I get the impression that for some of you it has really been profound. Stock Jockey, welcome. Flavio, thank you. Mitch, Uncle Bruce, you don't like the 25% tariffs on Canadian goods, but what's your thoughts on Canada's significant tariffs on the USA, such as milk, cheese, butter, eggs? My personal opinion on tariffs is I wish there weren't any, period, on anything, period, between any country, period. But unfortunately, there are politicians out there, and they're idiots, okay, but they're also smart idiots. They're actually some politicians that are sharper than a fox. Through my entire lifetime, I mean, I'm going to be 70 this year. So as far back as I can remember, whenever I began to pay attention to the news, whatever, I recall politicians running for election saying the same things then as now. One way to verify it, watch Back to the Future. Why did you watch the movie Back to the Future? Mayor Goldie Wilson. Why don't you take a look at the mayoral campaign for Hill Valley in 1955 when Marty lands in Hill Valley and there's a car going by with speakers on there, re-elect Mayor Dwayne Thomas or whatever his name was, lower taxes, higher education. And then when Goldie Wilson ran for re-election in 1985 or whatever, or 2002 or whatever, Back to the Future 2, remember that? It's the same message. They say the same thing every election. There are politicians out there who are experts at scaring the crap out of their voters by telling them all of your problems are because of these people or those people or this policy or that policy. And you re-elect me, I will protect you. And they blindly just follow this moron election after election after election. And what they don't realize is that elector, that person elected, all of his friends and family are cashing in on all the inside information that they're getting from the lead guy. And the fam is doing great. And everyone else is to blame for your problems. Not your elected official. Oh, God, no, it's not. We're not the problem. Everyone else is the problem. And so the tariffs are a way to blame someone else for your problems. We're going to make it fair. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make it fair by putting these tariffs on, and we're going to teach these countries a lesson. Well, it's called a tax. A tariff is a tax on the actual people, and the Trump tariffs are a tax on Americans. The Canadian tariffs for U.S. goods coming into Canada are a tax on Canadians. Canadians don't like it. Americans don't like it. But we're not the elected officials. We're just the saps that voted for these morons. And we can't get rid of them. And we never will. And there you go. So I wish there weren't tariffs at all. But it is what it is. CKT, how you doing? Chase Rosita Parker, the 13th thumbs upper today. Thank you so much for these thumbs ups, everybody. Flint Creek, number 14. Eddie Martin's here. Lee Mortimer, number 15. B the Casino, one of the greatest names of a YouTuber all time. Double D is here. Good morning. Stock Jockey, Amy J, Charlie, Mark, Deep Value, Tom Kaufman, Hector. Thank you all for these thumbs ups already today. Andre Della Torre, one of the greatest names in all of YouTube history. Thank you. Rocketeer, good morning, Uncle B. So I did what you said, and I sold everything in late January. Thank God. However, I'm still holding off on selling puts, as I think that it's pretty clear this market wants to drop further. Hey, you think what you want. Now you're gambling. If you're not writing options and you're sitting on cash, you're conservative in a way, right? You're out of exposure from a declining market. I get it. But if you're not writing out of the money contracts, you're not protecting your capital. You're just letting it sit there. Now, look, there's nothing wrong with just sitting on cash, earning some interest on it if you can. There's nothing wrong with that. Uh, a week, a month, 6 months, okay. If that works for you and your psychological mindset, great. I don't know what your situation is. I don't know if you have a day job with somebody. I don't know if you inherited $5 million from Aunt Grace and you're just sitting there with a bunch of dough. I have no idea what your situation is. Are you unemployed and you got $15,000 cash in your account and you're just kind of trying to just get by? I don't know, and it doesn't matter, and I'm not judging anybody. At the end of the day, though, if you're going to be an option writer, you have to pick the kind of option campaign you want to get into. What kind of option writing are you going to do? If you are an option writer and you only make money when stocks go up, you're not an option writer per se. You're a gambler on the upside, and you're trying to amplify the upside. You're figuring out that, well, if my Sofi goes from 1250 to 1850 in the next month, and I write cash secured puts 15s and it goes up there, I'm a straight out and out winner. That's true. But the stock doesn't have to go to 1850 for you to be a winner. The stock can go to $14 and you're a winner. The stock can sit here and you're a winner. It depends on which contract you're writing. Which cash secured put are you writing? How long is it for? What's the strike price of it? And so on. You could be a call writer if you hold stock. You could be a credit spread writer on stocks where you don't hold any stocks. You're not going to hold any stocks. You followed my advice. You sold out. You got a pile of cash, and you're only going to do put credit spreads on GameStop. You're going to do call credit spreads on NVIDIA or Apple or whatever, way out of the money with very short time frames, and you're taking in your 4 to 12% return on your capital every week to 2 weeks to 3 weeks, depending on, again, which ones you do. You have to decide what you're going to be and how you're going to be it. If you need cash flow constantly, you're going to be a short-term option writer. You need cash flow all the time. You're going to be a short-term option writer. You can't be a one-year option writer. If you're just trying to grow your retirement account and you're sitting on stock because you can't not hold something to write an option on, you can't write naked options in a retirement account, fair enough. Your attitude is, I own Apple and I'm going to own it for the next 10 years, okay? I don't give a crap about this week, next week. I'm an Apple long-term holder of stock. I know it goes up and down, but it doesn't go up and down and up and down every 15 minutes. It's a long-term investment, but I want to get option premium. I want to be paid rent for holding this stock. I want to charge rent to that stock, and I want to collect premium money. And so you're going to write out of the money call options. That might be 1 to 3 months long. Maybe they're 2 to 6 months in length. Maybe they're 1 year out. But you're going to write out of the money call options, slightly out of the money, a little bit out of the money, quite a bit out of the money, based on how long these contracts live. You decide. It's your call. It's your casino. You're the casino. It's your slot machine. Make the rules. Someone will play your slot machine. Sooner or later, someone's going to play your slot machine. For some of you, you want instant returns and instant action because you have an 8-second attention span that unfortunately has been drilled into your head, and it's hard to shake that awful habit. For others of you, you go, Uncle Bruce, I'm 45 years old. I'm 55 years old. I'm somewhere in that range. I know this is a longer-term game. I've graduated 15, 20 years ago from school, college, whatever. I've been working for 10, 15 years, different companies, different situations. And I now take a longer term view of things because I'm maturing out, sort of. And I'm now going to be a patient, strategic option writer. Welcome to the party. There's one of my viewers. My viewers are all over the map. Rocketeer, I have no idea where you are, but you're more than welcome here. I'd love to have you as a member if you want to be an active commentator here. But it has to work for you. There's an option program, writing program that'll fit your style. will fit your tolerance level, will fit your timing, will fit your action needs, will quell your fears of the market, will satisfy your overall objectives, something where you can take an analytical approach and go, here's my 5-year plan. And you can put together a 5-year plan and go, this to get from here to there in the next 5 years, I have to do this kind of option writing. And away you go. That's why this channel appeals to a lot of different people, but I can't be specific for you because you are you. And everyone else watching, now 197 people, the word is spreading, he's on. 197 people are out there going, Bruce, none of us are the same. You got 197 different people here. 197 different economic scenarios, 197 different locations, 197 different tax implications. We have 197 different option philosophy writers here. Welcome to my world. I'm trying to help you figure out what to do, and I can't tell all of you at the same time. You should all do exactly this, this, and this. But I'll give you the choices you have, and hopefully that'll work for you. Welcome, and thank you, and congratulations on selling everything. You did, but yeah, you have to decide what kind of an option writer you want to be, and you'll figure it out. It's okay. Mitch, maybe you lost subscribers because of your thoughts on AMC, which I agree with, and all the politics you talk about. Well, you know what, Mitch, you could be absolutely right, or partially right, and I'm going to say partially, most likely. I lost subscribers from 2021 forward because COVID ended and people got to travel again and people got to go back to work. There were people who were stuck at home who couldn't wait to get back to the office. There were people stuck at home who were traveling people, traveling the country, traveling internationally to do business and couldn't wait to do that again. And now they weren't going to watch me anymore because they're free. I'm out of jail. There were a lot of people watching me and many other YouTubers back in January 21, February 21, March 21, and so on, who were into the flavor of the day, whatever stock was being talked about and speculated on. And many made and lost money playing the dumb money game, chasing hopes, wishes, dreams, saying they're diamond hand investors, and they're not. They have no experience in the market whatsoever. They came and they went. And so the market, the actual number of people viewing stock market channels, which topped out in early 2021, waned as the markets reopened and the world started traveling again, and we had revenge travel and all this stuff. And then people began to speculate, why is the world changing the way it is? And in my case, people said, well, that's because you, Bruce, were not promoting AMC and telling AMC investors that what they wanted to hear. Now, every single AMC investor is the same? No. Was every GameStop investor the same? No. Like I said, I'm talking to hundreds of thousands of people across the spectrum, of which none are the same. They're all different. How can I possibly make everybody happy? Impossible. It's even now, I cannot make everyone who watches me happy. Can't. I say this, I get criticized. I say that, I get criticized. I say that. And then there's those who are here all the time going, say what you want. We're taking the good, the bad, the ugly, the wise, the idiotic. We'll take everything you got and we'll decide for ourselves what pertains to me and what doesn't. And isn't that what it's all about? Yes. And so, yeah, some people blame everything that's bad about my channel on me. Everything that's wrong with your channel is your fault. The fact that the market does what it does, the fact that these politicians get elected, these politicians do this, these corporate shenanigans are going on here and here and here, none of it matters. It's all on you, Uncle Bruce. That's why your channel doesn't do as well as it used to do when you first came on and the markets were nuts. And I'm just going, it doesn't matter. What does it matter? Are you making money or aren't you? Are you getting something out of me that can help you analyze the market in a different way and take you to a different level financially? That's all you have to ask yourself. And for those who have found themselves making money It is probably likely that the most successful viewers of my channel by far are these guys. Um, they're really into the channel and into the messaging. The second group of people that make money around here are the Chillin' with Uncle Bruce members that are paying $10 a month to be a member of the channel. Showing that I'm supporting you, man. I'm throwing $10 at YouTube every month because you just keep doing what you're doing. And I love it. And then there's the third level, subscribers. Subscribers who are going, yeah, this guy is giving me information that's valuable to me. I love it. I am entertained by this guy. I find him entertaining. And then there's the rest of the world. And there are not 50 million people dying to hear what I have to say every morning. I figured that out back in January 2021, because at one time in January 2021, as this channel was ramping up and everything was happening all at the same time, and we reached 106,000 subscribers, 108,000 subscribers, what I realized when we moved up to that level of subscribers, how many haters there were, as well as fans. We had it both. And you have to deal with it. And I did deal with it. I dealt with it by saying to myself, I would rather have 1/5 the number of subscribers and have no haters than be really big and be worried about my personal safety and my wife's safety and my daughter's safety. I do not need death threats coming to me because I don't like a stock that some people like. I don't need to be that guy. Is that my mission in life? Is to be a guy walking around with a bulletproof vest going, I don't care what you think. It's not my world, not my style. So thank you for those of you who've stuck it out and who found me just lately. We continue to grow new followers all the time. It's amazing. But there is a slippage of subscribers, and it continues on. I think yesterday I lost 17 subscribers yesterday. 17 of them. Probably because 15 of those people were looking at their channels going, oh, I'm a member of, like, I subscribe to these 15 channels. Like last year or 5 years ago, I signed up to all kinds of channels. I used to subscribe to everything I watched. Who's this Bruce guy? Who is that guy? Get rid of that channel. I don't watch that anymore. Totally normal. I'm going to guess that 70% of the subscribers of this channel don't watch me anymore. Haven't watched me in 2 years. And will never watch me again unless something dramatically changes. I just don't see it. I think that I will replace 80,000 subscribers with 80,000 new subscribers over the years. And in 5 years from now, there might be 5,000 of you folks still here from way back when. And the other 80,000 subscribers, if that's the number, they're all new. They're all turned over. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe 5 years from now, there's only 45,000 subscribers to this channel because I'm a niche channel. I talk about one thing as a specialty, how to write stock options. You know, you're an option writer. You know how few of you there are. If you're an option writer and you're making money on depreciating contracts, how many do you know in your hometown? How many are in your family? I don't think there's a single family that's out there where 10 members of the family all watch Uncle Bruce and all write stock options. There's nothing like that. I've never heard that from any of my viewers ever. Most of you are one-offs. You're lone assassins. You're hiding in the bushes and you're picking off stock contracts and making a fortune. And it's a lonely business, but oh, it's profitable. And you're just going, what can I say, Uncle Bruce? You showed me how to write options. I never knew I could do this before. No one ever told me at business school or high school that I could make money writing stock options. And certainly my boss at work, I know my boss at work, he has 10,000 shares of stock in his account from the company we work for. And I've got 2,000 shares of stock from the company that I work for. We both work for the same company. I've got 2,000 shares. He's got 10,000 shares. I have the 2,000 shares in my 401k or whatever, and I can write options on these stocks. And I do. I write stock options against the stock that I own by working here, and I get a half a share every week, or I get 4 shares a month, or I get 10 shares, whatever the number is. And I write 20 contracts every month, and I get $1 a contract because I write way out of the money contracts that are going to die in the next 4 weeks because they have no chance of being in the money. And I'm bringing in $2,000 a month in cash into my 401k from these 2,000 shares. And all I'm doing, Uncle Bruce, this is my mission in life. I am buying as much more of that stock as I can every time I get $2,000 in, plus the contributions I'm making, so I can write more options on these shares. Soon I'll have 2,100 shares, and then later this year I'll have 2,200 shares. I'll be writing 22 contracts when I get there, and I'll get $1 a contract for that. That's 2,200 a month coming in now, not 2,000 a month. I am getting a raise in my 401k every month or 2 or 3. I'm getting more money, more money, more money, more money. And the day is going to come where I'll reach a certain level of capital coming in where I'm going to say to my boss, I can't afford to work here anymore. My boss is going to say, what are you talking about? We're paying you $75,000 a year. I'm giving you all these benefits. And you're going to go, thanks. I really appreciate it. But, I got 6,000 shares now, and I'm bringing in $6,000 a month, $72,000 a year into my retirement account by just writing against the stock I have. He's going to go, what are you talking about? I got 11,500 here. I don't, and he doesn't make a dime off of his stock. He's working his butt off for 110,000 a year. Or maybe you're getting 100,000 and he's getting 200,000, whatever the ratio. At the end of the day, there are viewers here who have plotted an exit strategy from their employment, because they know I'm making more money writing options than I can at work. And I'm getting 15% more money every 3 months, 30% more money, 50% more money every 3 months, every 6 months, because my portfolio keeps growing and my option writing is becoming more prolific. At work, last year, I got a 5% raise. And they told me last year, that's as good as it's ever going to get, because next year you'll be lucky to get a 3% raise. And that last year inflation was 9%. And this year they say inflation is 3.5%, but it's 7% to you, and you're not going to get an inflation raise. You didn't get one last year. You're not getting one this year. But on the option writing side of the equation, you are adding capital like you can't believe it. You're going to quit your day job. You're going to insist to your bosses, I'll stay under one condition. And they'll go, oh, really? Who are you to tell us what you want? And you're going to say, oh, I'm the guy that's quitting. And they're going to go, what? You're here 15 years. You do the job of 5 people, although we don't tell you that. And you're going to say, I'll stay if I can work from home. And they're going to go, we lose them, or we succumb to the demands. That's the power position you want to be in. You can say to your bosses, look, it's been fun. It's been a slice. I came here as a college graduate, and you took me on, and the first year I went and got coffee for everybody, and you put me in the mail room, or you made me photocopy stuff, and I had to work extra hours to show my loyalty to the company, and blah, 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 blah. But I delivered. And I've made you a ton of money, and I'm worth my salt. And and I know I'm underpaid. But you can't get me a raise, because you can't get a raise. How the hell am I going to get a raise if you can't even get a raise? We both know we're both going to be eliminated by AI in the next 5 years. I am leaving now because I can make more money writing options than working here full time. And I also know that a year from now, I'll probably be 30% higher in option revenue than I am now, which there's no way you're going to pay me 30% more. And the other thing is, I can't leave this company and go to the other company that competes against us. They're not going to hire me for 30% more either. And I'm not going to leave this company to go to that company and be the junior guy over there. It's not going to happen. So see you around. Sayonara. I've already figured out I can buy my own private health care on my own, and I can get better coverage than we have here at work. Because here at work, it's all cuts. Higher copays, higher deductibles, higher fees every quarter. Screw you guys. I've got healthcare on my own. And for some of you, you've said to your bosses, there is nothing you can do to keep me here. Nothing. Because I'm not even going to stay in this city anymore. I'm not going to be in this state anymore. I'm not going to be in this province if I'm in Canada anymore. I am going to travel internationally for the next 5 years. My wife and I, we're 47 years old, 48 years old. We're 53 years old. We're empty nesters. We're becoming empty nesters. We are selling our house. We're selling the car. We're getting rid of all the furniture. And the mementos we're going to keep in a storage unit or maybe in our children's closet somewhere. We're slow vacationing. We're slow-cationing going forward. And we're going to do some house sitting and pet sitting, stay in people's homes for free. We're going to travel once every 2 or 3 months to another country. We don't need a visa anywhere. We're just going to do that. We're going to live off our option premiums. Thanks. It's been a slice, but we're out of here. And your life has you got into a whole other world. I mean, you really can't relate anymore. Let's put it the other way around. You can relate to your friends and relatives back home, but they cannot relate to anything you're talking about. They cannot get it in their thick skulls that it is possible in a short period of time to change from what you were as a lifer worker over there, a grunt in a middle management position, to this person over here who completely controls their future, their economic revenues, and are making more money than they can spend. And now you've liquidated everything, which is just against all convention. You've sold everything. You don't have a mortgage. You don't have car payments. You don't own any loans to furniture companies. You've paid off your credit cards. You only need enough money to afford a pillow every night to sleep on and enough food to eat until tomorrow. And all of your assets are capital that you're managing in your brokerage account, whether retirement accounts, margin accounts, what have you. You're hauling in interest and you're hauling in premium from writing options, and you don't own any stocks. And that's the other one. Your friends are going, you don't even own any stocks. Oh yeah, I left the company over there. I sold all those shares. I figured out that I was getting $1 a contract every month by writing those calls over there. But by selling the shares and turning it all into cash, now I can write option positions without owning any stock. And I took an emergency loan on my 401k, and I got my hands on that dough, and I'm writing options using that dough. Sold the house. All the commitments are gone there. Got the equity out of the house, writing contracts on the equity of the house, again, without owning stock. I don't need to make $5 a month on any one contract to make or break my life. I now can actually do option positions like credit spreads, where if I can bring in 80 cents return, 80 cents on a spread, but I can do 100 at a time, I'm making $8,000 a month doing 80-cent returns on 120 credits. Brought in 120, gave 40 cents back, kept the 80 cents, made $8,000. In 15 years, I'll collect Social Security or Government of Canada pension, because I'm only 45. I'm 50. I won't be able to, I'm not eligible to start collecting this stuff for 5, 10, 15 years. It doesn't matter. That'll be pocket money when it comes out. In the meantime, I'm living off my assets that I've built up. And I've said goodbye to the day job because I don't want to carry my assets. I want my assets to make me money. Too many people are working their asses off to pay car loans on depreciating assets. Car loans, cars drop in value. Trucks, SUVs, they drop in value. You're making payments to stay ahead of the depreciation. House payments are there in good and bad markets to maintain a house and have a place to live, quote unquote. But there are people out there who are paying $2,000 and $3,000 and $4,000 a month towards a house, insurance, maintenance, taxes, heat, everything else. And they're realizing, why am I busting my chops to do all these payments for these assets when I could turn around and get rid of this stuff and be sitting on $200,000 in cash, asset, net money, and I can write contracts on $200,000 plus what I've got already. I can live off of this, beyond live off of this. Why don't we just rent a house? Why don't we just rent an apartment? Wife and I, kids are gone. Why don't we rent a condo in Rancho Mirage, California on an annual basis? Why don't we move to Arizona? Why don't we move to Florida? Why don't we travel the world and have no rent anywhere except for a 10 by 10 storage unit for $100 a month near my mom and dad's place, near my sister's, near my daughter's place, whatever. And now we travel the world, and wherever we go and whatever we spend every day, that's our overhead. Our overhead is zero because we are pet sitting and house sitting around the world for different places. 3 out of every 4 weeks, we're not paying rent to anybody because we're getting free rent in lieu of looking after someone's dog or cat. And we're living in a village in northern Scotland for the next 3 weeks. We're living near Belfast. We're living near Dublin. We're in Paris. We're in France. We're in Lyon, France. I've never been to Nice. We're living in Nice, France for the next 2 months. 2 weeks at this house, 3 weeks at that house, 1 month at that house, all 2 months in one house. We've completely changed our lives. We completely changed everything. We're completely out, and our relatives don't get it. Welcome to this party. It's all possible, all of it, or none of it. It's totally up to you how you want to do it. You want to work 2 jobs and you want to write options on the side. You want to have your wife work full-time and part-time on the side and all that. Knock yourself out. You want to kill yourself. You want to absolutely run yourself into the ground. Knock yourself out, because corporate America is more than happy to let you do that, okay? The tax man loves it. If you have a day job here, a part-time job here, and you pay taxes and taxes and taxes and taxes, oh, you're contributing to the society. Thank you very much. And there are politicians grateful to you that you're making so much money and you're contributing so much to the country. And boy, are you ever contributing to the country, because you are paying and paying and paying a cut of the action to these guys. Knock yourself forward on that. If you end up with a holding company, an LLC that owns rights options, maybe you have a house. You've got a house. You're going on an extended trip. You're going to rent your house out for income. Well, put that in an LLC, so you have a rental property, and you've got stocks over here, and you have an LLC doing all your transactions. You and your accountant will figure out whether this could work for you and how it could work for you. I don't know. Maybe you wanted to write a book. Maybe you want to become a YouTuber. Maybe you want to become a travel YouTuber. You create a travel channel, and you now travel. Write options while you travel, and you're making videos once every couple of weeks on your travel channel, and it loses nothing but money, because the cost of travel, the cost of food, the cost of renting a car, you're writing it all off, or you're trying to, because you're a full-time travel person trying to make money on options on the side. And maybe you can write off a bunch of your option wins against expenses for traveling through this. I don't know. The possibilities are absolutely endless, but where you are right now is where you're stuck in a position, in a cubicle, in an office somewhere, a warehouse. You're driving a truck, you're driving a delivery van. I don't know. What are you doing? I don't know what you do. But there could be another way to do what it is you do. And so, welcome to the program. Okay. Thank you for joining us here. Anyway, that's the story. Nice to have you here, everyone. Welcome. Andrea, buongiorno, number 50, first time Iron Condor on Meta. Sold a 450 put, bought a 445 put, sold a 705 call, bought a $710 call. This expires in 58 days. Giddy up. Here we go. What are we talking about? We're talking about doing trades. We're talking about spreads. We're talking about ways to take money off the gamblers. And one way to do it is to get involved in credit spreads, or in this case, an Iron Condor, which is 2 credit spreads. An Iron Condor is made up of a call credit spread and a put credit spread, expiring the same time at different prices. And the stock is sitting at 584, and we have here 445, 450 puts, which is $134 below the stock, and 705 and 710 calls, which is $120 out of the money on the upside. If the stock stays between 450 and 705, Andre keeps all the money because she has a credit spread. welcome to the classes. Welcome to the show. Take the classes and learn how this is done. James, welcome. Aurora, good morning. Good morning, Bruce from Robert. How you doing there, buddy? Thank you. The man, Jeff. The effect tariffs and other quotas. Tariffs are tariffs. Tariffs. And we've talked about this ad nauseum. Good morning, everybody from Walter. Thank you so much. David, good morning. Who else is here? Wing Commander is here. Who else is here? Samuel. Fan of Fair Plains is here. What else is going on here? Vivash is here. Rocketeer is here. Thank you. Thank you. Rocketeer's a new member. Thank you, Rocketeer. Great to have you with the family here, buddy. Larry Titus is here. I'm the 93rd thumbs up, Bruce. You're going to get 200 thumbs ups today, no matter what your views. Eddie Martin, I take what you say buffet style. I take a little of this. I take a little of that. It's all good. I love it. Thank you, guys. Rocketeer, it's about damn time I joined this guy. Mike says here something. Hang on. What do I say? Mike's a new member. Welcome, Mike. Thank you guys for joining in today, becoming members of this channel from around the world. I cannot thank you enough. Mike is a Chillin' with Uncle Bruce member. Rocketeer, Chillin' with Uncle Bruce member. Welcome, guys, to the channel. Have you seen my question of the day today? 157 of you apparently have now answered my question of the day, and I am curious about this. Do let me know. Do tell your thoughts on this question of the day. It reads like this: I am sitting on a bunch of cash right now. Now, I'm hoping that the reason you're sitting on a bunch of cash is because I told you to get out of the market, and you listened to me, and you wrote a bunch of cash secured puts perhaps, and you brought in a bunch more cash into your account. So some of you out there, and it's not like one or two of you, a bunch of you guys have listened to me, and I'm so grateful you did this months ago already. You raised a bunch of cash in your accounts, and you've been hauling in interest on your money. Now, the question is, I'm sitting on a bunch of cash right now, and I get a certain percent of interest from my cash balances. I want to know how much interest you're getting on your money. That's what I want to know. So it would appear that 0%, I get nothing. I'm with Robinhood and they pay me nothing. And you have not even bothered trying to pick up an ETF, an interest rate, monthly payable, daily interest rate ETF, like a T-bill, like the BILs. 31% of you are getting nothing on your money. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely asinine. I don't know what you're thinking. But on the other hand, I understand some of you are in a jurisdiction where you can't do it or whatever. Okay, I'll cut you slack. Under 2% interest, that's stupid. 18% are getting under 2% interest. 2 to 5%. I'm getting 2 to 5%, Bruce. 45% of you are getting that. And that's kind of these BILs, the T-bill interest rate. Because right now the 10-year note is paying 4.2% for a 10-year note. The 2-year is 4.06%. So, that makes sense. Over 5%, only 6% of you. And that is a crime. There should be 50% of you getting over 5% on your money in daily interest in your account. Daily interest in your account. There should be at least that many. You're not doing your homework, or you don't give a crap, or you don't think it's worth all that much money. The funny thing about making money, and it's an old expression where you say, well, when you ain't got any money, you can't lose any money, right? That kind of thing. By the way, Mike is saying, I'm back, baby. Thank you, Bruce. Sorry, I had to unsubscribe for a while. Lost a job, had a little more judicious for a short while. You're back. Welcome, my friend. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to the party. Look, if you've only got $10,000 in your account, because, you don't have much of an account, how much interest are you losing, right? If you could get 4% interest on 10 grand, what is that, $400 a year? Okay. If someone gave you $400 right now, 4 $100 bills, you'd go, hey, thank you, right? But if I give you 25 $28, $33 a month, $1 a day. You're going, I can't even buy a cup of coffee with that. But I thank you, but you know. But if you've got $100,000 because you sold your stock for $65,000, and you turned around and listened to me, and you wrote cash secured puts and brought that balance all the way up to $100,000, and you don't own any ETFs at least that can pay you some interest on this cash balance, well, you're missing out. Now, look, whether you can or cannot do any ETF acquisitions, or whether your broker does or does not pay you any money, okay, fair enough. But for those of you with $100,000, all right, if you're getting 2% interest as a payable interest from your broker, you're getting $2,000 a year in interest. If you buy a BIL Treasury ETF that pays monthly interest, maybe you're getting 4 to 4.5% interest. So what's that? 4 to 4,500 a year in interest. But if you can acquire an ETF that concentrates and specializes in corporate bonds, paying 7 to 8% interest, and we're talking about big corporation bonds. I'm not talking about Joe's Pizza Shop with 15 locations in Pittsburgh. I'm not talking about small little micro scenarios. I'm talking about big ETFs managing billions and billions of dollars of corporate bonds. They've done their homework. Any one bond that falters doesn't matter because it's only one of 200 bonds they've got. And they've got insurance on this stuff. But if you can get 7% interest instead of 2% interest, you're making $7,000 a year, which is almost $600 a month, which is almost $20 a day, 7 days a week of interest. Just interest. You're becoming Ryan Cohen at GameStop. I know viewers here. I know there are viewers here with $300,000 to $3 million. Each one of you, many of you in this wide window, many of you. The difference between 2%, 4%, and 7%, mind blowing. Okay, $800,000 making 7% versus 2%. That has a 5% differential on that kind of money. You cannot seriously sit there and not do something about this, especially if you are also in a position to perhaps put this into a corporate structure. If you can put together your own little corporate holding company and make this kind of interest on that capital on top of option premium money, hey, welcome to the party. I am sure you'll figure it out, but I just want you to know, get on it, all right? Don't be dilly-dallying. Everybody, welcome Rice. Good morning. Sharon, thank you for the 115th thumbs up today. Thank you, everybody. It's time to make the moolah, says Jeff. We're opening here. We're rocking, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Uncle Bruce, I just had an epiphany. The way to make money on both the upside and downside of the market is to write iron condors. The puts make money on the upside, and the calls make money on the downside. That's what lesson number... Isn't that lesson number 15, 16, 14? Take the lessons, people. My God. Yes, Jeff, welcome to the party. Chad, good morning, Uncle Bruce. I thought I would update you on my call credit spread I wrote on Monday. NVIDIA, expiry date, the 21st of March. That's tomorrow. 131.31 a strike. So on NVIDIA. So let's take a look here. NVIDIA, let's go. Because the market just opened up. Let's find out. What's NVIDIA doing? 116 a share? So we got here call credit spreads, a 131.31's well out of the money. I got a $10 credit after fees and closing the spread early. My credit was $9 a contract. I will be rewriting again today. So you made 90% of the money that you were trying to make on this small little trade. $100 risk. Writing a $1 credit spread on NVIDIA means you're risking $100 less the credit you're getting. Guys, you don't need $25,000 to do NVIDIA call credit spreads. You don't need that much. You don't need to risk that kind of money either. You can do $1 credit spreads, 2s, 5s, 8s. Pick any number you want. Look for the return to you from these contracts. Look at the percentage return you could get from a $1 spread and up and decide, well, I want to use $1,000. Can I bring in $100 credit that expires this Friday, next Friday? That's 10% between now and next Friday. Am I happy with that? Am I far enough out of the money, way ahead of the stock? Look, they had their big presentation yesterday. What did it mean to the stock? Did it make the stock go up 40 bucks a share this morning? No. It's 117.88. It's up 37 cents. Welcome to the party, pal. Call credit spreads are a way to make money without owning any stock, and you control every aspect of the trade and its timing and its payoff and its risks. Lessons. They're right here. They're right here. Look, if you can make 500 bucks a week doing credit spreads on using 5 or 10 grand, $200 will cost you for every class you take. You can buy a class a week and leave a couple $100 left over. And in 18 weeks, you've watched all the classes I got. There's none left. You're right. That's it. Now you can do this writing for the rest of your life. Okay? You tell me a college course that can show you how to make money in the market now, that isn't going to run you 250 grand in student debt in the next 4 to 6 years. How many of your kids and how many college kids do you know through the family, through your coworkers, that are in debt $100,000 to $300,000 in student loans when they graduate, and they don't know how to make money? They have no idea how to make money with their money. They're subject to getting hired through an employer. They're at the mercy of an employer. I mean, my God. Talk about entering a prison sentence the minute you get out. I can't believe it. It's crazy. Welcome, everybody. Bobby, second world locations are a great idea for retirement. You know, lower cost of living and stretch your savings a few years. I keep seeing Thailand, $3,000 to $3,500 a month for rent and living. I think you can do it less than that. Jeff, pause. I can write on expensive stocks way out of the money, but limit my risk by adjusting the spreads. What a deal. Hello. Blair, Uncle Bruce, don't tell everybody my plans with taxes. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the party, pal from Stock Jockey. Alex, good morning, folks. I'm number 120. Free ranges here. Good morning, everybody. Cindy B, good morning. Therm is in the house. Welcome, everybody. Robinhood pays 4% interest on uninvested funds. They consider funds made in cash secured puts invested. Every broker has its rules. You got to figure it out. Welcome all, welcome all, welcome all. That's why I had to leave Robinhood, says Therm. RB, writing puts equals interest plus premium over 12%. Bobby, people in the UK cannot purchase BIL shares. You may be able to write cash secured puts on BIL and take assignment to own the shares. A tip takes about, they talk about that in Discord. That's a tip talked about there. Jeff Glass, what is this? I'm doing this while we're full-time job. I'm doing this while I'm doing a full-time job, so I don't really have it in me to learn a new platform while trying to work. It's whatever. For some folks, they can't afford to work anymore. They cannot afford to work because what they learn to do outside of work is so more lucrative than what they'll ever get from work. But I get it. Some of you can't quit your day jobs. You're so in debt. You're so in deep into your life that you can't afford something else, and you're trapped. You're trapped. You've got to set priorities. Savage of Wall Street. Good morning, my fellow simpletons and degenerates. I hope we sold covered calls yesterday and took advantage of the dead cat bounce. I wrote covered calls from June till January 2027. I brought us some cold, hard cash. Karina, greetings, my fellow Canadian here. Rancho Mirage for March break. Do you ever go to Jay's Deli in Palm Desert? I don't think I've ever gone to Jay's Deli in Palm Desert. You got to send me a private email and tell me where the hell is this place and talk to me about it, or send me a link to the to their website. Karina, thank you. Maybe we can meet there. Do they make good pastrami, corned beef? Talk to me. I'm open here. Larry, bells are a ringing, Bruce. We opened 7 minutes ago. Larry, get ready. Thank everybody. Walter, oh no, another red day. Andrea, I'm a new member of your channel. I have decided to join your channel despite all of your shortcomings. Thank you so much. Chillin' with Uncle Bruce member, another chillin' member. Thank you so much for joining in. We're going to go right now to commentary only for members, because that's what we do during trading hours. If you're a member of this channel, you can you can become a commentator here. I've just got to get my act together here. Pardon me a moment as I get my butt over here, get this set up here on commentary for members only on this show. There it is. I've just slipped that in there. Thank you all so much for subscribing to this channel. That's the number one thing. Please subscribe to this channel. Would you help me out? Because we're losing subscribers from, the oldies. If you're watching me casually, become a subscriber. You'll get alerts. Also, if you're a member of this channel, oh my God, thank you. And if you become a Gold Bagel member, oh my God, congratulations, Gold Bagel members. You're getting the best that I can give you, everything I can give you to help you make money. I do the best I can. I want you to get richer, and oh yeah, I want you to get richer. Andrea became a member. Thank you. Stugatz, Andrea. Okay. Thank you. Who else is here? People talk to each other, which is beautiful. Corinne, I'm here. Good morning. Therm says practice money in Robinhood. Jose can't beat the price per trade on Robinhood. Jose Hood has a better interactive app. And I use Robinhood for simple trades and Webull for charting. See, there you go. Some folks here have more than one account at various online brokers. And whether you have an account with $100 in it and you just use all their services, or whether you do your trading, you figure it out for you. Make it work for you. Yes. What else is going on here? Cindy, hey, Uncle Bruce, for anyone still in Spire, they just got an additional month on their own chain. We now have November contracts. That's interesting. That is interesting. Karina, oh gosh, best black pastrami, better than New York. You got to send me an email. You got to send me a private email. Talk to me. The link is down below. You can't miss it. Hello from Gustav. Touch grass. Hey, thumbs up for you, Uncle Bruce. Everyone is here. People are now, only members can comment now on the show. If you're not a member and you want to say hi to me, you want to show support to this channel, you can always send us a super chat. $5, $10, say hi. But really, for $10 a month, you can be a chillin' member. For $25 a month, you can be one of these guys right here, and you can join me every morning at 8 o'clock and every Wednesday at 7 o'clock Eastern. Theoretically, Wednesday nights is only for Gold Bagel members. I try to give you as much as I can to help you make money in this market. There are 221 people here right now. 221. 200 are option writers for sure, for absolutely sure. If you're here and hanging out with this gang of regulars, you're hanging out with option writers. And they vary from one contract at a time, 2 at a time, 5 at a time, 10 at a time, 100 at a time, 500 at a time. I have option writers all over the map here. Some are very vocal. Some don't ever speak. It's just the way it is. Some will occasionally send me a message. There are people here who will say, I did this trade. I did this trade. I did that trade. I tried my first ever iron condor. I tried my first ever call credit spread. I just did my first cash secured put. I just rolled over contracts. It's incredibly informative for those of you trying to learn the art of option writing. Welcome to this channel where we do it that way. We make money from the other side of the market. I train people to become casinos. That's what I do. If you are an option writer, you are a casino. You are taking wagers from gamblers trying to make money in the option market, and you're willing to give a little bit of it back, and then and then take money from the next gambler and the next one and the next one. And that is what happens here as a specialty on this channel. There are people here making thousands of dollars a month, thousands of dollars per trade. There are people here making $250,000 a year, $500,000 a year. There is no limit to how much money you can make as an option writer. It's a question of your tolerance, the capital you have, and how much experience you have. It's more you put into it, the more you're going to take out. And there are people here who cannot believe that watching lesson number 1 and lesson number 2 and now doing some practice trading account, trading in options and hanging out here a little while, after a month or 2 or 3, they start to write options themselves on stock they've held forever. And they go, are you telling me I can write one option contract on 100 shares of GameStop? and I can offer to sell my stock for like 2 months from now, and I can collect a couple of $100 for that over and above what it's trading at? Are you serious? Yes, I'm serious. The revelations around this channel are unbelievable. The number of epiphanies that happen around here blow people away. They just can't believe it. They say to me, I never knew I could do this. I thought the only people that could write options are really sophisticated traders with big cash balances, and they have to use a broker to do it, or only the sophisticated hedge fund operators of the world can do this. I didn't know with a couple of $1,000 I can be an option writer. You got to be kidding me. I'm making 15% a month on my money. Like, I wish I had 100 grand. I'd be making 15 grand a month on my money. It's the same trade. Just because you have more capital available to trade doesn't mean you do any different trade than a different trade if you just had $10,000 or $20,000 or $1 million. It's the same trade. It's a question of how many contracts are you writing. That's all it is. Are you writing one contract, 8, 15, 25? How many credit spreads are you doing? It's in your hands. You have to decide for yourself, how serious do you want to take this? Some of you around here, Uncle Bruce, you've changed everything. Oh my God. We thought, my wife and I, my husband and I, we thought that in a year from now, we'll hopefully make $1,000 a month. And that'll just be a nice little add-on to the cash flow around this household. We're bringing in $4,000 a month, and we're on our way to bringing in $5,000 a month. I mean, we both quit our part-time jobs. We only have full-time jobs. As a matter of fact, you know what we did? We quit our full-time jobs. We only have part-time jobs. We don't work for anybody more than 20 hours a week anymore, and it's from home. And so we're in front of the computer all the time, watching the market all the time. We have got the best of the best. My employer insisted I come back to work full-time. I told my employer to go to hell. I said, thank you. I said it privately. I didn't say it to his face. But I told my employer, go screw yourself. I am working from home and only from home. And I don't have 40 hours a week to give anybody, because we're making $8,000 a month from the market. And we'd like a couple of thousand a month on the side, just to kind of stay in touch with the game and what's going on and all that. But honestly, Uncle Bruce, we walked away. Healthcare used to trap us. We used to be trapped by healthcare from our employer. We used to be stuck with that stuff. We did some homework, Uncle Bruce. We did some homework about getting our own healthcare, private healthcare. We found out that for what we're paying through our employer, we can do this through our own LLC. We can create an LLC, and it buys healthcare for us. And it's a write-off. Like, what? We had no idea how corporate America is loved by American politicians and how people are hated. And now, in the new administration, we are really figuring it out. Individual people are despised by politicians. Corporate companies are loved by politicians. State, local, and federal, have we been awakened in the last 90 days to what the world is about. And we are now completely changing our entire structure of our family's economics, all into an LLC, a limited partnership or whatever. We're talking to our tax people. We're talking to our tax attorneys, our tax accountants. We're talking to our provider, the person that helps us with our income tax. Maybe it's a relative, maybe it's not. We're doing Google searches. We're learning about corporate structures for the house we have. We're turning ourselves into renters of a house we live in, because the house is owned by the company. And we're renting the house from the company rather than renting the company a part of our house. We're completely all over the map here. We're completely different structurally than we were a year ago from when we first found you. And now our income level is all corporate income. We pay ourselves minimum wage. Officially, we pay ourselves a minimum wage to just get some cash flow. And we only pay ourselves a dividend at the end of the corporate year, or during the corporate year. We pay dividends to ourselves because we own common shares in the company and we own preferred shares in the company. And the kids and mom and dad each get $15,000 every 6 months in dividend income. Because we figured out 60,000 every 6 months is 120,000 a year, and it's only $30,000 a person, and that's no income tax. We just figured out we don't pay taxes on the first 100 whatever thousand we pay ourselves through a corporation, and now the house is owned by the corporation. The car is inside the company. It's the company car, and we rent it from the company for $100 a month or $200 a month. We have structured our lives completely different because of you and how we've learned how to write options and how we've learned how to bring income in and how to book the income. And we're finding this is so damn easy. We couldn't believe that we could have been doing this 20 years ago. Unbelievable. Politicians hate people, love companies. Welcome to that party, pal. Yeah. Depending on where you live, in the US, Canada, Britain, Germany, Netherlands, I don't know. I don't know your local tax laws. I never will. I don't want to know your local tax laws. But for some of you out there, the revelation has been mind-blowing. And you figured out that 2 years ago, 40% of what you made went to income tax and you could write nothing off. And now you only pay tax on 30% of the money you generate, and even that is virtually tax-free. You can't believe how good this is. You got to figure out what state to incorporate in. Are you a Florida corporation? Are you a Texas corporation? Are you a Nevada corporation? Did you know that many large companies are leaving Delaware and incorporating in Vegas instead? They're transferring their corporate structure into Nevada instead of Delaware. Did you know that? There's things happening out there, guys. I'm telling you. Austin, if you were to tell me 4 years ago what are good ways to make money in the stock market, option writing would not have been on the list. Guys, watch the lessons if you're serious about making money. There you go. Austin, thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. I'm just a guy in front of a computer looking at the little camera right there. There it is, right there. Right there it is. Sucking on a coffee, telling you the market's down 125 points or whatever it's doing. I don't know. Is it down that much? Is it down 125? Is it down 200? What is the market doing? I don't even know. Down 120 points. Trying to help you figure out how to make money in this market. And the market is down, the market is up. It actually doesn't matter. If you're an option writer, that's the environment you're in today. That's all. The S&P is down 13 points, 0.25%. There's nothing going on. The NASDAQ's down 29 points, 16/100ths of a percentage point lower. Big freaking deal. Nothing going on. Oil down 22 cents a barrel. The VIX is at 20.57, up 68 cents. It's a nothing burger day so far today. The interest rates weren't changed yesterday. Economic slowdown is expected. Surprise to you? Was this a shock to any of you? None of you, right? You're here, you know. We know that the market has been slowing down. Economy is slowing down in the United States. High spending individuals in America, the top 10% of America's demographic, 250,000 a year or higher annual income households make up the top 10% of America. They spend half of all the money of Americans. The 90%ers and below spend the other half. All right? I'm trying to get you into the top 10%. I want you up there as an option writer. That's $20,000 a month, minimum. They're the ones who spend 50% of the money. All right? Think about the top 1%, which I don't think any of you will ever become. It's nothing personal. It's just a reality. The top 1% are probably spending 35% of all the money. So that leaves 15% of all spending by the next 9 percentile. I'm trying to get you in there so that you could think about this summer. We're going to go to Europe this summer, my wife and I. We're going to travel 2 months in Europe. We're going to spend 2 weeks in Paris. And we're going to take a river cruise for 2 weeks. Then we're going to be 2 weeks in Switzerland. And we're going to be 2 weeks in Italy. And then we're going to work our way back and fly home. And the flights are business class. It's not even up for discussion. It's business class or we don't go. And it is a 2-week trip at $800 a day on a riverboat cruise, or we don't take it. It's going to be first class. Why? We make $2,000 a day in option premium on average. We make $40,000 a month on 20 trading days. And this trip's going to run us 40 grand. We're going to come home with just as much money when we left. That is our new normal. How's your normal going? What's your day like? What was our normal 5 years ago? Oh my God, it was ugly. It was unbelievable. I don't know how we got by. I don't know how we made it. We were on the edge. We've been on the edge for 10 years. And we were told we were doing well, paying our bills on time and earning points on our credit cards. And occasionally we had to pay interest on it. But, we kind of kept up on it. Paid the mortgage down for 10 years. Got the kids through school. All that crap. And they're graduated now. They're on their own. And mom and dad are there if they need us. But we sold the house. We got the hell out of that house. We got rid of that mortgage payment. That's enough of that. We got rid of the property taxes, which just keep going up and up. We got out of that game. And we got rid of the cars. We need a car. We rent a car now. When we need a car, we rent a car. We use Uber for little trips here and there. We got rid of all these payments. We got rid of these insurance costs. We got rid of these mechanical fees. We got rid of all the parking charges. I don't commute to work anymore. I don't know. I work from home. Home is a 25-story apartment building in our city, a 50-story apartment building. That's our home now. We don't even have a lawn. We have completely simplified our lives. And then we go on extended trips. That's what we do now. Again, you decide your future. You decide what your future is. I don't know what it is. You figure it out. I'm just a guy like Stephen Butler who's happy to be here. Thank you, Steve Butler, for being around. 154 thumbs up. Thank you for that. Have you answered my poll question today, anybody? Have you guys come through? What's the thumbs up number? Is it 154? Thumbs up number now, 156. We're 44 away from 200 again. Thank you, everybody. 200 people have voted on my question of the day, and it's all about getting interest on your money in your brokerage accounts. 0% interest. 29% say I get nothing. 17% say I make interest, but not even 2%. Between 2 and 5% interest, 48% are getting almost half of you. And then over 5%, Bruce, I got ETFs that are in that account. I make more than 5% interest on my money. 5% of you are doing that. Congratulations, you're the big winners. Definitely the big winners. Every percentage point above inflation, you can make money on your money. You're not losing anything. If you're only getting 2% interest on your money, you are losing to inflation. You're getting your butt handed to you by inflation. You can't be doing that. That is ridiculous. You've got to make more than 2% on your money. Try to get over 5 if you can. Do some homework, do some digging. Take your time. Don't have to have an answer in 15 minutes, but check it out. See if you can find ETFs. Do a Google search. Best yielding monthly interest paying ETFs, or whatever version of that statement you can find. Check out Fidelity's ETFs. Check out BlackRock's or Blackstone's or all these other brands. Do some digging as who's out there. What are they doing? If you're a Gold Bagel member of my channel, send me a private email. I'll send you the link to the Discord group. So now you can hang out with the other Gold Bagel members of this channel on Discord 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Some of those folks have found ETFs that pay really good interest. That might be where you want to go. Some of you might be able to buy ETFs without any commissions. Some of your firms that you deal with have no commissions to buy ETFs. Check it out. All right. Thank you, everybody, so much. SoFi 12.79 up 6 cents. Did you notice this morning, SoFi? Last night, I'm talking on the Trade Alert, primetime live show. The one supposed to be for Gold Bagel members that turned out to be for everybody. And we closed last night. The stock was 12.98 last night. This morning, I wake up, it's 12.40, and I'm going, what the hell happened? Why is it down almost 50 cents a share? Only 100,000 traded. Now we're 12.77. We're up 4 on SoFi. Go figure. Go figure. Just a guy in front of a computer trying to figure this out. Love the SoFi story. You can own the stock or not and still win if the shares go up. And that's by writing cash secured puts. Take ungodly amounts of money off the table from put buyers. Oh my God, is it easy? 1280, just saw 1280 go through. The high of the day, 1285 already. So go Sofi, go. Let's see if that happens. Volume isn't all that much. ASTS is down 72, Rocket Lab down 39. I think it's coming back up though. GameStop is plus 6. AI down 27, Super Micro down 6 cents. Nvidia's up 66 cents, Tesla down 166. Pretty quiet this morning. Not much going on. The spiders are down 93 cents. The Qs are down 112. So I don't see any massive, humongous moves. Netflix down $5, but it's a $954 stock. If this was a $95 stock, it would be down 50 cents. There's nothing going on Netflix. Meta, $5.95 a share, up $11. EI Lilly up $11 at $848. Amazon up 24 cents. Uber up 130. Adobe up 530. No big moves there. IBM down $10. That's a move. That's a move for IBM. Down $10. The stock is yielding 2.65% if you buy it for the dividend. You're better off with IBM selling it and writing cash secured puts. You're probably getting a higher yield on your money if you did that, but you'd have to check it yourself. Check your option chains to see if that works for you, if that's worth your while or not. HPQ down a nickel, nothing going on. What else? Anything else moving up or down? No. I'm looking at all my favorites. Nothing happening elsewhere. Where are we at now? We've got the Dow down 22 points. Coming on. Auntie Jen, you are here. How are you?
You weren't looking at me.
I wasn't?
You said you were looking at all your favorites. Yes, well, we'll just chat after the show, won't we?
Welcome to my world.
I can do that better.
Yeah, you can do that better.
We'll just chat after the show then, won't we?
That was take 2. Okay. She works on this. Okay. She delights in working on this stuff. Yes. Not only do I have to contend with you guys, I got to live this. Yes. Fun times.
1281. 1282.
Yeah. Sofi's going up. Giddy up, kids. We're
As
down
it
to.
should.
We're at 1240 this morning in the pre-market. I woke up and I'm going, what are we doing at 1240? What the hell's going on?
Sooner or later, the stock really
Crazy.
does need to reflect what the company is doing.
Really? All right. Well, Brian is going, is GameStop going to 24, 2382? We're up 11. Go. NVIDIA 120, Bruce. Go. Savage of Wall Street. Boom.
What do you do?
I just wrote 5 $7 cash secured puts for RXRX that expire in June for $1.35.
Okay.
A pop stock is at 670, and quite frankly, I want the stock, but I want to be paid for my troubles of pressing the buy button. One of the great ways to buy stock at a super discount, even with the lower markets, is to write a cash secured put. You're just telling the world. Savage is saying, I'm prepared to pay $5.65 for this stock. Give me $1.35 right now, and I'll give you $7 for this stock until June. Now, if the stock stays above the $7 level, these contracts will shrink to 0. He'll keep the $1.35, and I know what he's going to do. The kind-hearted person that Savage is, he's going to turn around in June and say, you know what? It's all right. I didn't get him at $5.65, but I'll keep the $1.35. I'll tell you what, I'll offer you $7 a share until September.
Let's try it again.
Give me $1.35 again, and I'll give you $5.65. But in reality, I'm actually only giving you $4.30 because I already got $1.35. Now I'm getting another $1.35. But hey, a deal is a deal, you know. What a humanitarian this guy is. 5 times he's doing this. That's $135 times 5 for a June expiry contract. Hello? Put up $700 and get $135 in cash in your hand. That is almost 20% for a June expiry contract. Can you make 20% on your money between now and the 3rd Friday of June? Go ahead. Go do that. Tell me the GIC you can buy for that, the Guaranteed Investment Certificate.
Boom.
Juan, Uncle Bruce, on March 17th, I sold an $88 covered call on Wynn Resort, and I got $1.10 for it. That expires on the 21st. So on the 17th, that's 3 days ago, I sold the $88 call and I got $110, and it expires tomorrow. I just bought it back for a dime.
Oh my gosh.
It could have expired worthless tomorrow. I mean, but I like to spread the wealth around. Don't accuse me of taking it all.
$1 is such a nice round number.
It's a nice round number. So Juan wrote a call for $110, gave 10 back, and kept the 100. Nice guy. You know what you are, Juan? You remind me of those machines in casinos where you put $100 bill into a slot machine and you play it and you play it and play it, and then there's only like $10 left, and you cash out because you're upset, you're frustrated that you didn't win the jackpot, and you got a $10 ticket, and you walk to the machine that you put it in and you get a $10 bill back. That's what you remind me of. You're like one of those guys. This machine took a $100 bill and this machine gave back $10. That's pretty good. That's called being a casino. I like the way you play this game, I have to admit. Larry Titus, good morning. Auntie Jen,
Good morning,
Hector,
Larry.
working on the relationship and working on Bruce. Yeah, I'm juggling a couple of balls around here, let me tell you. Oh boy, we're having fun. How you doing there, dear?
I'm good.
Thank you. It's so lovely.
I was awake early.
I heard that.
I was watching a little curling.
Yeah, it all comes up. $12.93 on your Sofi.
Ooh. And still no word. No one's come out to say giggle, giggle. It was me the whole time.
About what?
About who's buying the Sofi up.
No. It just took a shot in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
From like 12.65 to 12.92 now. It just
Are there just
12.93.
no offers? Is that why?
Oh, there's nothing for sale.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody who wanted out of SoFi long ago got out at 10.85 last week.
Mhm.
They're long gone. There's nothing for
So
sale.
now if you want to buy it, you got to go up and pay to.
Yeah, 6.3 million traded in 35 minutes. I mean, is there 25 million for sale? No, there's nothing there. 10 million share buying in the next 2 hours will be at 13.50. There's nothing to stop this stock now, really. Not really. Anyway, we'll see. We're up 65 on the Dow. We were down 200, weren't we? We're now up 65 on the Dow. We're up 10 on S&P. We're up 51 on NASDAQ. But this is still a nothing burger. These markets aren't up 10% right now. They're just improving. They're just coming on. The market was oversold, and now there's a bit of a correction. Maybe we meander higher for a week, and then we drop again. I don't know. But as an option writer, do you care? My friends who've written cash secured puts on SoFi, and I have a lot of friends who've written cash secured puts on SoFi. Every time this stock goes up $1, all these puts drop by 80 cents, 90 cents. These contracts drop in value, which means there's a shift going on. Remember, if you sold your SoFi at $12 and wrote a $20 cash secured put, you were paid probably $9 for it. So you got 9 in cash from the put, and you got 12 in cash from selling the stock. That's $21 a share in your account in cash right now. The stock goes up to $15 a share, okay? The put you wrote for 9 is now only worth $5 book value. So it'll trade at about 6.25, all right? But you got $21 cash in your account, remember? The stock's at 15 plus your contract is worth 6. That's $21 a share. You're still sitting on exactly the same value, 21 in cash versus 15 in stock and $6 on this put situation. Those folks who didn't sell the stock and didn't write cash secured puts are just sitting on 12.87 stock right now, 12.90 stock right now. Goes to $15, they have $15 stock. My cash secured put writers are sitting on $21 a share, have been ever since it backed off all the way down to 10.85 and all the way back now to 12.90. They're sitting on $21 a share, all in cash. They're hauling in interest on some of this money, maybe all of this money, depending on the firm you're with. This thing goes to $20 a share, new highs for multi-year highs. Guess what? The puts, the $20 puts are worthless. They'll be trading at $1.50 because they expire next January, right? They got like 7-8 months to go. That's all they're worth. You sold them for $9, they're at $1.50. Guess what you're going to do? You're going to buy them back for $1.50. The lovely person you are. You're going to turn around and you're going to write $25 puts or maybe $30 puts for June of 2026, further out in time. And you're going to take in the book value plus the premium. And for a 25 with, say, 5 in the money with about a year to go, you're probably going to get $7.50, $8 for those. So let's say you get $7.50. You paid $1.50 to buy back your old put, and now you brought in $7.50 of new money. That's a $6 a contract increase in cash in your hands. You've just gone from $21 to $27 cash in your account. You're going to a 30. You're going to go all the way out to a 30. That is 10 in the money. So that's a $10 contract plus a $1.50 premium at least. That's $11.50 less a $1.50 to buy these others back. You're adding $10 a share into your account. You go from $21 to $31 cash in your account, pulling in interest at $31 a share now. That's what we're talking about. You're getting richer as the stock goes up. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, pal. I love it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Let's see. What else is going on here?
It's the first day of spring.
Is it the first day of spring? Oh my God, that's awesome. Who is here? Who is here? Who is here? Okay, Savage of Wall Street says the 52-week low is 635 on this RXRX. They just signed a $500 million contract. I'm praying they give me these shares, please. The $700 I got for my troubles, you ask. Well, I just bought 100 shares with it. Juan, come again. John T. Antigen sounds like a sweetheart. I just love her voice. You think there's coffee in here? Maybe there's Kahlua in here.
Isn't that what you say? Yes, John, you are so right.
Blink twice if you need help.
That's what it is.
Savage of Wall Street. I'm such a kind guy. I'm such a kind man. I don't want anyone on here to say that I don't have a good and giving heart. David, Uncle Bruce, we know you don't trade or hold and write options. What about Auntie Jen, though? She's a former trader. She doesn't have the $5,000 in an account to dabble with on option writing. Does she miss it at all? Do you do any option writing, dear?
No.
Do you trade stocks at all?
No, we agreed.
We don't do anything.
We agreed.
We don't do any trading. We don't have any conflict of interest with you guys.
And I okay.
Okay.
I know you can do this, and on the corner, like the Nigerian brothers, they'll say we're long this and we're short this. But I don't see how you cannot be biased in your opinion about something that you have skin in.
Right.
And so we made an agreement.
Yeah. We decided we won't be option writers while I'm doing this live. To talk to you while I'm offering one-on-one sessions to help you figure out what you want to do while I'm here cheering you on and helping you. I'm cranking these classes, and I'm
It's hard.
Yeah, I mean, we sit here and go, oh man, we should have, if we'd have done what Savage was doing, we'd have made a bunch of money ourselves.
Yeah.
But as you understand, as you know, the longer you're here, how do I make money? How do I make money when you're doing all the trading? And it's from the generosity of the viewers, of course. Some of you are Gold Bagel members or members on the Chillin' level, and you're thinking in your minds, I pay so much to YouTube that most of it goes to him, 30% goes to YouTube, he gets 70%. That's how I thank him. By just being a member of his channel. And I get to comment during live trading. I get a lot out of it. Fantastic. Others of you, many of you who are regulars, long long-term, die-hard viewers. You've bought my classes, and you continue to acquire them. And so class revenue keeps us going. And then there are those of you who are just beyond, above and beyond all combined. You just make donations to us through PayPal or Super Chats. And you say, here's $20, go to Costco, buy something. Others say, send us a PayPal donation. You know, here's $100, man. I just made $5,000. Here's $500. I just made $25,000 in the last quarter. Here's $300. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you so dang much. Others of you say, I'm going to have a one-on-one with this guy. $500 for an hour. He always talks with us for an hour and a half to 2 hours. For $500, I can talk to him alone about my account that is sitting at $450,000 because it used to be $200,000, where it used to be $800,000. I lost it all to $200,000. I got it now back to here, and it's continuing. I'm going to talk to him for $500 because in 15 minutes, he's going to give me so much information that I'm going to make another 20 freaking grand. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Well, that's it. It's knowledge to you, and it's donations back.
It makes our little Grinch hearts grow 6 times larger.
There you go.
Hearing the stories of the impact that you have on their lives.
No question. I went for a walk yesterday. Here in this gated community that we're sitting in, and I'm looking around at the palm trees, the golf course, the mountains in the background, other people going for walks, and the little golf carts driving around here. And I'm going, how did I get here? How the hell can I afford to be here in a place like this? This is unbelievable. This is truly a gift, and it is truly a pleasure and an honor. And to just be from a YouTube channel, for crying out loud. I'm a guy sitting in front of a computer in a dining room here. Yeah, this is really cool bean stuff. And I think about it, I go, how many contracts are in play right now because of this channel on Sofi? How many cash secured puts have been written because of this channel on Sofi? If Sofi goes to $25 a share, and that's, we used to be there at one time, remember? Yeah. $25 a share on stronger earnings, becoming an S&P 500 company. You guys are sitting on tens of millions of dollars. I know it. I know for a fact that will be the case. And probably 99% of all of that activity is because you found out about Sofi from here. And you've been with me the whole time, and you've been building up share positions and now cash secured put positions. And I know that this channel
will be... You see what Credit Savage can do, and you see what Beach Boy can do, and you see what One can do, and
Alberto and everybody else. Yeah, and you see it yourselves in your own accounts.
And they all started at no knowledge.
I didn't know what an option was. Yeah. I had no idea I could write an option. How many of you are making money now every week, every month on credit spreads? How many of you are making some really nice, you've hauled in some really nice money writing call options, especially in your retirement accounts? Some of you have taken retirement accounts from $100,000 to $300,000. Some of you have inherited money. You've rearranged your entire investments.
You're taking care of Dad.
You're looking after your parents, your grandparents. You're the elder. You have to be doing it. So now you're writing options for more than just yourselves. I know there are tens and tens of millions of dollars in play because of this channel. I know that, and I take it quite seriously.
It is.
And it is humbling. It is humbling when we get a comment. I know that when I get one comment, a private comment that says, because of you, we have done this and this and this. I know there are 100 more like you, just like them out there. Because a lot of people don't talk to me. They do their trade and make all kinds of money, and they don't talk to us frequently because there's no law saying you must. Yeah. But I'm aware, and I do get occasional private communications from people who never talk to us on this chat. You'll never find them here. And they just want me to know, look, I like to be private, and you have made such a difference. Don't stop. Don't let the haters get to you. You are so appreciated. We love you. Just thank God you're on the air, because you calm us down on stupid days, and we so appreciate it. We're up 148 points. Giddy up. We're up on, we're 1289 on Sofi. Let's go through 13 and go to 1350 today. Come on, let's roll and make my viewers richer, please. I'm not picky. I just want to make people to get rich. Thank you all so very much for your support. It is.
Keeps us going.
Oh man, we're stoked. We are stoked. Let's go. What else is happening here? Juan, does anyone here use SoFi Investing as their platform for cash secured puts? How much do they charge per contract? Savage of Wall Street. Boom! I sold 5 Riot June 9 cover calls, and I took in $1 on average in premium. The stock is at $7.80. Take me out. He wrote out of the money calls. Like I said, I'm just too kind. $500 going towards the vacation in April. Thank you, gamblers. A Savage of Wall Street. David, what do you care? It doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with your opinion, writing, your option writing. Focus on yourself. Don't even worry what Uncle Bruce does or doesn't do. But well, we're happy to tell you. Believe me or not, we don't write options. I'm here. What else is going on here? Do I get you right when you leave our Bagel Familia? You're going to start writing contracts. What do you think? You think I'm just going to sit there and go? I wonder how rich Splair's getting with all those credit spreads he's doing and all those. Gee, I wish I could do that. Yeah, we're going to live with you, Splair. We're going to hang out with your backyard. Did Auntie Jen try a martini recipe, my martini recipe? No, think she had.
No, I did not.
No.
Because I haven't been to...
we haven't been to the whatchamacallit place. Savage of Wall Street. Oh, in the interest of full disclosure, I trade almost every day. And I absolutely am biased, but luckily the degenerates know this and don't care. We all trade the same stocks and we learn from everybody. There you go. James of the Misty Tree. Juan, SoFi allows buying calls and puts only. There you go. SoFi only allows you to buy calls and puts only. No other levels available yet. Okay. Richard Garland, a number 166 on your thumbs up meter, Bruce. You're going to get 200 thumbs ups. Beach Boy, 30 shekel donation. Donation? What donations? Here's 30 shekels.
Thank you, Beach Boy.
Thank you, Beach Boy. Dude, I'm writing today. I'm writing for Phil's on puts, says dude. Richard Carlin, good morning, Auntie Jen. Savage of Wall Street. For anyone thinking that going live every day is easy, let me tell you, it's not. It takes discipline, lots of studying, and time. Y'all have no idea how lucky we are to have Uncle B at such close reach. Thank you, sir. There are those who know. Mandu, number 5. Good morning, Auntie Jen. Dude, ask questions, newbies. There are no dumb questions. Learn from the man. There you go. Savage of Wall Street. I try to go live at least once every 2 weeks, and it is almost impossible sometimes since my kids take up such large chunks of my time and life just happens. So for Uncle Bruce to go live every day is special. Splair, I wish I could have somehow additional cash, but I'm, for example, starting from scratch, just a few thousands in support, actually 15 grand. Splair, it's all good. It's the rest of your life. You're going to do this. The rest of your life. Samuel, $9.99 donation to you, adding to the bagel fund. Thank you so very much. A package of bagels at Whole Foods, whole paycheck, $5.99 for 6 bagels.
But they're big. They're big bagels.
Oh, they're great. I love them. So, a $10 donation means I get $7. $7 means enough electricity to get to Whole Foods and back, and 6 bagels, another week's supply. Yes. I'm getting there. Walter Young, good morning, Auntie Jen. Turning green here. We're turning green. 1282 on SoFi. We're up 23 on GameStop. We're up 5 on AI. We're still down 14 on Rocket Lab, but only 14 cents. ASTS down 43. The Dow up 132. Giddy up, everybody.
Did you hear the Canadian news this morning?
I don't know if I did or not.
We're heading to the polls.
Oh, they called an election?
Well, no, he's going to call an election, but you know how CDC can't help themselves. So probably April 29th.
So he's not even going to House of Commons. He's going straight.
No, he will not allow the opposition to call.
He won't. Okay, the new Prime Minister of Canada, Mark Carney, will call an election, go to the Governor General of Canada, the head of state, King's representative.
Ask her to dissolve Parliament.
And isn't it a he or her? I don't know
It's a her.
who's our Governor General. I don't
Isn't it Mary Wilson?
I have no idea
I
who our
think it's
Governor
Mary
General.
Wilson. Well, now I have to look.
The Prime Minister of Canada will go to the Governor General of Canada and ask to dissolve the current session of Parliament and call an election.
That's Mary Simon.
Mary Simon, I have no idea who she is. I have no idea what she's ever done with her life. It doesn't matter. He's going to call an election. It'll be an April vote of some kind, probably.
End of April, maybe early May.
Early May.
They think it's in the April.
And it'll basically be a 5-6 week campaign across the country. And it'll basically be, I'm the new Prime Minister.
That's all we need is 6 weeks.
I took over from Pierre Trudeau or whatever, Justin Pierre's son, Justin Trudeau. I took over from him. I'm the new guy. I want a mandate. I want a mandate from Canadians. We're not even going to go into the Parliament to have question period or anything like that. I'm not going to bother. Just want a mandate from Canadians to here's my policies, here's what I want to do. You choose. You want to go the Trump route and go with the Conservatives, or do you want to go with the Canadian route, which is our policy? That's what it is. It's Trump or not Trump in Canada. That's what it is. It's a referendum on Trump because the Conservatives are all right wing and the Liberals are all left side. And now the question is, how many Canadians want to go one way or the other? I predict that it is entirely likely we'll have another Liberal government, minority government again.
That's right.
That means the NDP, the left party, and the Labour Party, and the Liberals will form a majority over the Conservatives. And here we go again. It could well happen. I know. It might be a minority Conservative government without any help from the opposition at all.
That's
and
right.
that could last less than a year. I don't know. We'll find out. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the latest news from Canada. There, you're welcome,
And
everybody.
Canadian girls are definitely in the playoffs.
Oh, and the Canadian women's curling team at the World Championships have a record that is so good, they're guaranteed a playoff spot for this weekend. So Auntie Jen is happy.
With one more day of round robin to go.
There you go. There you go. Just in case you needed to know that. The Dow is up 200 points because the Canadian women's curling team is in the playoffs.
And today, Canada Read picks the book.
Today on CBC Radio in Canada, they pick the book of the year or whatever.
The book that every Canadian should read.
See what Canada's priorities are? Books, curling, and snap elections that last 6 weeks, and hockey. And there's the and beer. And now you got it. Now you know what makes Canadians work.
Yeah, we like that.
Is it any wonder all kinds of people want to come into our country? I mean, free healthcare. I mean, look, there you go. Thank you, everybody. Who else is here? Vilbus, I only use Sofi trading platform to hold Sofi shares. Mandu number 5. I sold 2 Rocket Lab $20 cash secured puts that expire Jan 26. Rocket Lab is $18.72 right now for $6.20. How is this possible? Laughing out loud. So you had Mandu number 5 put up $4,000 to write 2 puts to bring in $1,240 right now against the $4,000. So Rocket Lab or Mandu number 5 is sitting on $5,220 in cash. The $4,000 plus the $1,240. And this is a commitment to buy the stock at $20 a share between now and January 26. 8 months, 9 months, something like that. That is a 31% premium. That is a 31% handover. And in reality, what Mandu is willing to do, Mandu will pay $20 a share less the $6.20 that has been paid to Mandu. That means Mandu number 5 is willing to pay $13.80 a share for Rocket Lab, and it's trading at $18.74. That is how you write a cash secured put. How is this possible? There you go. Beach Boy. Oh, Auntie Jen. Hello, Auntie Jen from Beach Boy. I just wrote 10 ASTS. That's trading at $25.50. I just wrote 10 25 January 2027 cash secured puts. Okay. For Jan 27. So I just wrote $25 cash secured puts, which are the stocks at $25.50 ballpark. I got $10.82.
Yeah. That's a lot of time
Uh,
you paid for.
I got 10 at 11:06 today. Another 10. Savage. Boom, boom. See y'all by the pool. There you go. So Beach Boy is putting up 25 grand to bring in $10,320, and he puts up another 25 grand to bring in $11,060 more. This is over 40% of the capital that Beach Boy is utilizing here. You put up 50 grand to bring in $22,000 in cash. That's 44% on your money. To be willing to buy the stock at 25 a share, and it's trading at 25.31 right now. Take away these credits of roughly $11, Beach Boy is actually going to have to pay. If he gets exercised, he will be paying $14 a share for $25 stock. I think Beach Boy is quite comfortable with this.
He'll be the one at the pool with the icy margarita.
He'll be the one at the pool going, how you doing? Do you like writing cash you get puts like I like writing cash you get puts? So if the shares stay here and don't go anywhere for 6 months, okay, these contracts will lose 15-20% of their value already. Time will slowly slip away. If the shares run up to $30 in the next 6 months, not only is there time lost, but they're further out of the money. That puts these things at $6, and that gives him a gain of $5. A $5 return on 20 contracts, 10,000 profit on 50 grand committed. That's still 20% return in 6 months. The shares go to 35, and they've been higher than that. These will go down to $4. He'll buy these back, and now he'll write 30s. He'll write 35s for 20, 27. He'll do that. He's fine. Boom, boom. Splayer, Uncle Bruce, understandable, but honestly, when I will get after 3 to 5 years or 3 more apartments on rent, I'll have a secret guest apartment directly in Portugal or Spain. You're welcome to stay there. Thank you so much, Splayer. James, thank you. Just saw your answer. Splayer, at least I'll start this year looking out for a new place. Next year, I want to find something cheap, probably in Slovakia or at the border of Czech somewhere. I mean, Splayer, the rest of your life is wide open. You're just loving it. In your early 20s, you got it made. Savage of Wall Street. Just sold 3 Riot, $11 May cash secured put triggering at 117. Thank you. May I have another? Splayer, leaving from my private stuff behind, it's easier than to clean every corner from the small overpriced apartment. Jeff, when do you guys head back to Canada? Can you vote remotely? The answer is yes, we could, but we'll be back at the end of May, and yeah, we can vote remotely if we want.
I'll apply for.
Yeah, whatever. Stephen, when else can you get advice? Where else can you get advice on option writing, in addition to updates on curling? Just only here. This is the only channel that's going to help you with that.
Right.
You're on your own. You want to get updates on women's world curling and option updates? I mean, come on. And Canada Reads? Oh, my, come on. Juan, Stephen Butler, where else can you get that? Juan, Vilbus, thumbs ups. Splayer, I'm ready. I'm already in my late 20s. I got to hurry. I'm running out of time. And for sure, I've got storage issues. I got too much stuff. You see, there you go. All right. We're up 210 points on the Dow Jones. We're at 1282, 1283 on Sofi. When do we break 13? Any moment? I don't know. ASTS down 49 cents. Rocket Lab down 11 cents. GameStop is now $24, up 29 cents at $24 a share. AI up 2 cents at $22.72. Super Microcomputer SMCI down 14 cents. That's all. $39.96. NVIDIA up 127. Tesla's up 17 cents. The Spiders are up 229. The Triple Qs are up 228. Palantir up 142. MSTR up 277. Costco up 157. Coinbase up 250. SmartRent up a penny. We've got Google up 23. Apple up 150. Microsoft up 267. Netflix up 450. Facebook Meta at 604, up $20. EI Lilly up $13 to $850. Amazon up $2. Uber up $2 or so. Adobe looks like 770 gains there. AMD up 58. Unity up 9. Other gainers, Moderna up 14. HPQ up 2. Home Depot up 629. Vanix Semiconductors up 9 cents. Goldman up 740. Target up 92, JP Morgan up 70, Walmart up 42, DraftKings is up 28, AMC up 3, and Royal Caribbean up 192. There are greens, there's a few reds, but it's mostly green. The Dow up 193, S&P up 90, S&P up 24 points, Nasdaq up 102, oil up 61 cents. Welcome to the party. The VIX has gone negative, which is good. We're back to 1954 on the volatility index. That is very positive. There you go. What can I say? Savage, sorry. Rivian, those 3 cash secured puts are on Rivian, not Riot. Riot is on my mind. My mind is a riot. Oh, my. There you go. Splayer, Rocket Lab is sleeping between 18 and 19. It's starting to make itself comfortable there. Well, we'll see how that plays out. 1868, down 10 cents. Near the high of the day, though. Rocket Lab has been as high as 1878, as low as 1816. So it's kind of pushing towards 19, but not yet. Sofi, 1280, up 7 cents on a volume of 9 million shares in an hour and 3 minutes. There is the story. Now, the question is my bagel. What am I going to do about a bagel today? What should I consider today on a bagel?
It's Thursday.
It's Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Yes, it is.
Do you want an egg today?
Might be an egg day.
Just egg and cheese, maybe?
Maybe.
Just your basic
Egg, ham, and cheese.
egg, ham, and cheese.
Yeah, and some ketchup to dip it in.
And ketchup. Okay.
Let's give that a try today. Ham, egg, ham, a little ketchup on a sesame seed toasted bagel. Yummy. Cheers, everybody. I like this game. I hope you're liking this game. Thank you, all of you out there who've gone to Redbubble and picked up this merchandise. Sitting around, enjoying a libation from one of these outfits right here, one of these units. You've picked up a shirt or a sweatshirt or a hat or whatever. Knock yourself out. Thank you all so very, very much. Appreciate you all being here with me every day. We keep going. We just keep going. I tell you, I go for a walk yesterday, and I'm inside this gated community, a 27-hole golf course, and I'm walking past, people frolicking in the pool or just getting a tan, just laying there reading a book. We got it all. We've got people here with children that are preschoolers. We have people here who are retired. We have young adults that are staying in mom and dad's condo. Let's get that straight. This is a retirement wintertime getaway place, mostly. Yeah, there are full-timers who live here, but very few actually live here all the time. This is a second home for a lot of folks. And of course, we're in a condo that is obviously owned by an owner, and we're renting it for the 5-month window. And we'll be returning back to Canada at the end of May. And we have to decide, Jen and I, where are we going next, when, and for how long. We don't yet know. But I do walk around here, and I do enjoy the incredible views around here, the absolute stunning scenery here. And I do remind myself just how fortunate we are. And I was just thinking yesterday of our last 20 years, from our 50s to now. The changes in our lives have been profound, especially because I'm a full-time YouTuber. My daily life has completely been altered because I am a creator on YouTube. It's been wild. But it's been very entertaining and very exciting, and I'm just thrilled. Juan, hey, Uncle Bruce, I had to write those $25 ASTS Jan 27 cash secured puts. I got 1120. Thank you, Saps. Thank you, Saps. Taking money. Way to go. Giddy up. The sprayer is explaining his positions out there. Bobby, VIX at 1942. That's below the average of $20. That means buy stocks. There you go. We'll see what happens. We'll go into that. Splayer's working on all kinds of stuff. I'm going to go another 3 months part-time working, and then I'm going to start long travel. So the positions should be fixing. But next weekend, I'm going to try to get into a hotel. Rock and roll. Splair, you might want to become a house sitter. You might want to become a house and a pet sitter, where you can live rent-free in various cities across Europe and just pay for your travel between cities and your food. But again, you got to figure it out for yourself. There are people out there who do house sitting as a full-time thing, and they sit in one house at a month at a time. They don't sit for less than 30 days in any one house. And there are people who travel from North America to the rest of the world as house sitters. It's amazing how this works. Some look after pets, some don't. Some look after horses. Some look after small farms. I don't know. Whatever cranks your crank. I don't know. I'm just a guy in front of a computer just saying, I see this. 228-point gain on the Dow. We're going higher. We're up 28 now on S&P, and we're up 123 on NASDAQ. The market is improving even more, and we'll see how many shares get caught up in the upward momentum. It looks like Rocket Lab might go green. We're only down 6 pennies, 6 cents. That's it for Rocket Lab. 1872, we're coming back. ASTS down 21 cents. It's coming up to go green as well, which means those puts are going to drop. Very well done. We're up 6 pennies on Sofi at 12.79. When are we going to get another wave? I don't know. And we got AI up 4, GameStop up 28 cents, just around $24 a share. SMCI is back over 40, is only down 2 cents. We're going to go green everywhere. We're going green everywhere. NVIDIA's up, Tesla's up, Palantir, MicroStrategy, Coinbase, Costco is green, Google is up, Apple is green, Microsoft is green, Netflix up 5, Meta up $23. Yep, EI Lilly, Amazon, Uber, Adobe, they're all green. Cisco only down 21 cents. AMD is up, Unity is up. Enphase only down 17 cents. Spire down 3 cents, 8.96. Moderna up 24. Pfizer down 1 penny. We're going green. We're going to go green. The the IBM stock got down to 237 today. Got down to 237. It's back to 242. I don't know what happened. What's going on? I don't know what's going on with IBM. Why is it doing that? I don't know what's going on. Still at 242. HBQ is up. HD, Home Depot, Vanik, Goldman, Boeing down 111, coming back. Target is up. JB Morgan, Walmart, Disney down 56 cents. American Airlines down 14. Everybody else is green. Green all over the place right now. The Dow up 220 points. SoFi just hit 1280 again. ASTS down 17. Rocket Lab down 5 cents. We're coming on right now. AI down a penny. That's it. Okay, there you go. Interesting, folks. Interesting. Juan, that is great news, Bobby. Hopefully we'll get a break next week as well. How do you do this? I've got rodents. Are you traveling with rodents in a hotel? I don't know what you're doing. Splair, I don't know what you're going to do. I don't know. But there are websites for house sitting. You can sit a house with no pets in it. Do a Google search from where you are in Germany for house sitting. See what you can find. Yeah, well, yeah, you might look after fish. I don't know. Bobby Splair may want to tiptoe out of the UK before being drafted or something. I don't know what's going on here. Splair's in Germany, so he's not getting drafted. So anyway, I don't know. I'm just a guy trying to throw ideas at people. Don't take it personally. We're up a dime on SoFi, 12.83 now, down 2 cents on Rocket Lab. We're about to go green there. 24 gain on GameStop. AI now up 5 cents. Green as Supermicro only down 11 cents. I'm from Germany, and I'm from Deutschland. Giddy up, baby. Way to go, Splair. Way to go. 12.83 now on SoFi. The high of the day was 12.93. That's the high of the day on SoFi today, and we're going to see how SoFi does, if it has another run in it to go beyond 13 or not. 12.84, 12.86. We're moving. SoFi is moving. 9.8 million volume, 234-point gain on the Dow. We're moving higher. 250 on the Dow. We're definitely moving higher. And I hear lawnmowers outside. Here we go. Weed whackers. Oh, we got it going on. Thankfully, I don't have to do that kind of work around here. It's okay. 1287 on Sofi, climbing up now 14 cents, trying to go for another higher run on this session. 6 cents away from the high of the day on Sofi. Are we going to do it? Are we going to break it? Rocket Lab just went green. We're up a penny now on Rocket Lab. 1879. We're green on Rocket Lab. Up 30 on GameStop. Up 6 on AI. Up 4 on Supermicro. We're going green. 10 cents away from ASTS going into the green as well. Nice. Come and hide in Canada. Savage. Okay, folks, time to clock in for the man working the Game Developers Conference in San Francisco and finding out just how much these developers love Unity and other engines. Going to cash secured put Unity at $20. Splitter, I've already everything prepared. I'm looking actually only for pet-friendly hotels. There are YouTubers that tried it. I want to go forward and show that it's really possible. Just something isn't working. Savage of Wall Street, you guys have a great day. Okay, be smart. Buy high, sell low. Laughing out loud. Oh my gosh. Right high, buy low. 274-point gain on the Dow. We're surging up here. We're up 35 on S&P. We're up 144 on NASDAQ. 0.2% gain to a 0.8% gain now on all three markets. They're uniformly moving higher. Oil up 60 cents at the moment. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the point, to the problem. Welcome to the show. 1290 on Sofi. We're 3 cents away from the high of the day now. Climbing again. We're up 3 on ASTS. We're green there. We're up 5 on Rocket Lab. We're up 34 on GameStop. We're up 10 on AI. The markets are surging higher. Thank you. Love it. Savage at Wall Street. Buy Uncle Bruce. Buy Auntie Jen from the Savage. Hang in, everybody. Let's see. Splayer. Okay, I wrote you an email, Uncle Bruce, because of this pet sitting thing website. Thank you, Savage says, dude. Thank you all. We're on the air now, 2 hours, 11 minutes, as we have gone nicely green here, wondering if we're going to hit higher.
Been here long enough for the weed whacker. The weed whacker, Vern. The weed whacker.
Out, baby. Ooh, lovely. The weed whacker is
Tell me what movie that's from.
I don't know. What? The weed whacker?
The weed whacker, Vern. The weed whacker.
The weed whacker, Vern? Oh, I don't know.
Well, I'm going to let them guess.
Oh, okay. That's the liner? The one-liner?
That's one of many lines.
Okay. All right. I have no idea what this is. Should I know?
Yeah, you've seen it many times.
The weed whacker, Vern?
The weed whacker, Vern. The weed whacker.
Alzheimer's is kicking in. I'm losing it. Losing the memory, the ability to remember one-liners from some of the movies I'm supposed to remember. I don't know. Brian, good morning, everybody. I'm number 170 now. Okay.
Let's call it Steve. Steve is a nice name. Steve never hurt anybody.
Okay.
And it's the voice of Steve Carell saying that.
Okay. Ed, I'm thinking of going about 15% or a bit more above Tesla for 8 days out for my next credit spread. What do you think, Uncle B? Around 270. And we're at right now, 236. You might be quite all right there. Splair, I need today a huge sandwich or bagel as well. I'm starving. No one is answering your skill testing question.
It's Over the Hedge.
Oh, Over the Hedge.
Over the Hedge.
The animated movie.
It's a great movie. It's one of those kids' movies that is also made for adults. It's very funny.
We don't doubt it. We don't doubt how great.
Bruce Willis is the raccoon.
True.
I don't know who is there. And William Shatner and Avril Lavigne are the possums. And he keeps dying. He says, Dad, you're embarrassing me.
We do remember that movie.
I highly encourage you to watch it.
Over the Hedge. Over the Hedge. Okay. Juan, hey, have a great day, Savage. Let us know about Unity. There you go. We're at 1287 on Sofi. GameStop is up 38 cents at 2409. The Dow's up 265. We have stocks wavering between pluses and minuses. We'll see if we get another wave. Can you hear it? The weed whackers are going at it.
Yes, I think you should just cut it off. They're getting closer to you. You're not getting further.
Right outside the window.
Don't know why you're making them suffer.
It won't last long. They get it done and they move on. So good. I'm pretty sure, I'm 95% certain that all the employees that maintain the grounds here, they're all legal residents of the United States. They're all green card holders. They are citizens. They may be of a foreign descent, but they are all here legally. Because it's the same folks year in and year out, And they're very good at their jobs here. They're very consistent. The standards are very high for taking care of the lawns and the hedges. Can you hear it? Yeah.
The weed whacker.
Now they're way down here. They all wear uniforms that are impeccable. They have very clean equipment. Their trucks and their pickup trucks and their all the little small gasoline powered mini things they have are all in impeccable condition. It is not embarrassing to see these people working with substandard equipment or in a shoddy kind of environment. No, spotless every night. This neighborhood is spotless. There are no leaves, twigs, dirt. They are on it. It's unbelievable. It is labor intensive, and they know what they're doing. They are fast, efficient. Oh my goodness, are they efficient? Welcome, everybody. Brian, I have June 25, 2025 Rocket Lab, $26 cash secured puts. I got $8.49 for those. I assume just fold my arms for a while. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Rocket Lab. It's trading at 1876, and you're sitting on $26 puts. The higher the stock goes, the more there's going to crap out. Absolutely. Giddy up, baby. James of the Mystery Tree says, when the squirrel drinks the energy drink and everything goes super slow-mo for him, that was hilarious.
I love it when the cubs open, the little porcupines open the bag of Doritos, and you see like an atomic bomb mushroom come out of the earth, and it's the dust from the Doritos.
Jen loves that movie so much.
I do love that movie.
Dude, oh no, the whackers are here. Ed, here's a donation of €5. Can you make me a bagel, please, Auntie Jen? Please, Auntie Jen, here's €5. Lorraine, 173. It's in the mail.
It's in the mail.
Lorraine, I'm number 173 on your thumbs up meters. Where I was in hope that Sofi gets above 13 again, but not yet.
Soon come.
Anytime, any moment. Do not worry. Let's see how it goes. 1288. Now, absolute silence outside, like nothing. I can't hear a weed whacker anywhere out there. Amazing. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We're up 250 points on the Dow Jones, 1287 on Sofi. ASTS back to 2538. Rocket Lab down 9 cents. GameStop up 22. AI down a penny. Supermicro down 46. So we're wavering on some stocks right at break even. Others are definitely on the positive side. The Dow definitely green. S&P green. NASDAQ is green. The European Union delays tariffs on whiskey and other U.S. goods until mid-April. A little calming down on tariff talk. That might help the market even more. That might have been the reason why we're up already. I don't know. That's a Barron's headline that just come across my screen. So something's cooking there, I guess. There you go. That's the story, and I'm sticking to it. Following this market, the VIX is definitely in the green. 1944 on the VIX, down 46 cents. That's very positive. Oil up 94 cents this morning. Welcome, everybody. Dude, I love it when the markets go a little bit down and a little bit up. Thank you, Mr. Market. There you go. All right. Thank you, everybody. Okay, let's get the second half of this bagel going. Oh, a fried egg with ham and cheese on a toasted sesame seed bagel. My gosh, this is good stuff. Good God, lemon. I love Jack Donaghy one-liners. Wait a minute. You're using negotiating tactics that I created. It's like Jack versus Jack. It's a jack-off.
And then he starts debating with himself.
He starts debating with himself, negotiating with himself on behalf of Liz Lemon. Good God, Lemon, you just got everything you wanted. Dude, it's great for call credit spreads. I love it. Markets go up a little, down a little. My call credit spread shrink and shrink and shrink. I love this game, Uncle Bruce. I love this game. Giddy up, you guys. Just want you to get richer. That's all there is to it. Want to watch some fun YouTube clips? 30 Rock. Enter Jack Donaghy, 30 Rock. You'll find all kinds of unbelievable one-liners. Another great video. Jack Donaghy says, "Good God, Lemon." You got to see that video. Unbelievably
It's like
fun.
15, 20 different episodes that he says it in. Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Another fun day. Thursday, March 20th, 2025. 11 days to go. The end of the first quarter. And then the speculation begins. How high will SoFi go before they release the results of their first quarter? Here we go again. Another fun time. It's going to be a 4-week fun run. Kind of looking forward to that. In the meantime, what will GameStop do? Next Wednesday. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. Mm, mm, mm. Sofi, 12.88, 5 cents away from the high of the day. It's gone. It's going for another run. Mm, mm, mm. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Auntie Jen, for this bagel. So good. So dang good.
Enjoying the shower of sesame seeds.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
Can't help it.
When we vacuum, I bet half of it is sesame seeds. They're everywhere.
They're everywhere. We love it.
They're sticky little
Mm. Oh, yeah. Incroyable. Mm. Love this. Thank you, Auntie Jen. Oh, boy, that's great stuff. Thank you, everybody, for tolerating me all these years. Mm. Jen and I are so grateful that you join us all the time, hang out, follow our exploits. We love following how you're doing.
And they've made this lovely little community.
This great community. That's absolutely the best.
They help each other. It's really great.
It's never boring around here, I'll tell you that. And it's great to be able to talk to you here or through one-on-one sessions or through email contact. Love that that you guys have come so far in such an incredible short period of time from what you used to be doing back when. I just love it. And thank you again for all of you who have been just so supportive of this channel. We cannot thank you enough. We do not underestimate how lucky we are, Jen and I, to be where we are in this place. And I'm just thrilled when you guys score wins on option writing. We're just beyond thrilled. It is beautiful. Keep the game going, everybody. Very funny show, says Bobby. That the call of the movie, that movie Over the Hedge. Very funny show. Over the Hedge is what it's called. If you get a chance to watch that movie.
And the squirrel when they give him the caffeinated drink.
Oh my God, it is.
Time slow.
Oh, that's the work, that the skill of those creators. Wow, really good.
So good.
Thank you, Richard Carlin. Neat. James, good grief. Over the Edge comes out in 2006. Time flies faster than that squirrel. That is a 19-year-old movie, and you cannot believe how sophisticated it is. Indeed. James the Misty Tree. Neat. Thank you, everybody. Don't forget to honor the Knights of Me. Let them know how much you appreciate what they do for us. The thumbs up meter now is coming in here at 179. Thank you, everybody. The boys are back with the Weed Whackers. Round 2. Here we go. Thank you for the 231 of you who have answered the question of the day. I'm sitting on a bunch of cash right now, and I'm getting interest from my balances. 0%, 29% of you. 18% say I'm getting less than 2%. 48% are saying I'm getting between 2 and 5% per year interest on my money, payable monthly. 5% say, Uncle Bruce, I'm getting over 5% of my cash. I have figured out ways to bring in much more capital than just that measly 1 or 2% my broker's offering me. No, thank you. I want money. I bought some ETFs that pay. Well done, everyone. Thank you again. To those of you taking the time to hit the thumbs up button, getting us to 200 thumbs ups each and every time. The rerunners out there, thank you for helping out. Very much appreciated. We did 2 shows yesterday. I didn't think I would, but I ended up doing 2 shows to the public. we ended up with over 380 total thumbs ups yesterday, just from one and the other. That was pretty awesome stuff. Thank you again, all of you out there who have contributed to the cause. Much appreciated. Definitely put some knee emojis out there. Let the Knights of Knee know how much you appreciate the support and the underlying power that they provide to the upside of your portfolio. Do not forget, the Knights of Knee control everything. If you don't know, you obviously haven't watched the Holy Search for the Holy Grail. And if you haven't watched that, you're a loser. I mean, come on. The Knights of Knee rule, baby. Don't mess with these guys. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you for your support. And we will see you tomorrow for sure in the morning. It's option expiry day tomorrow. As a matter of fact, isn't tomorrow the third Friday of the month? I think we're going to be wild and wacky tomorrow. Quadruple witching hour tomorrow. So stick around. Come on in for that. I'll keep an eye on the markets with you guys as the day wears on. Thank you again, everyone who has been here all morning long. And again, appreciate you. Richard, thank you for the knee emojis. James, Juan, B. Tizzle, Charlie, Hector, Corinne, Ed. Thank you to who else is here? Splair with the knee emojis. Andre De La Torre. Have a great day, everybody. Neat. Charlie, thanks. You, as always, Uncle Bruce. We'll see you all tomorrow. The movie is good. I meant the TV show you were quoting, 30 Rock. Yeah, pretty good stuff. Brian, neat. Andre, neat. Brian, thanks, Uncle Bruce. You rock. Ed, The Life of Brian is also, that's important for the class. You have to understand how option writing works. You have to understand The Life of Brian. The Knights of Knee. Once you figure that out, that's half the battle. Now you got to figure out options, how to write them. That's what we're here for. Thank you all so very much. Okay, guys, I will see you later on. We'll keep an eye from the sidelines over here to see what's going on with this market for you. And you keep me posted on what you see going on from your end. Then otherwise, we will see you here tomorrow morning, first thing. And let's get you richer. Okay, everybody. Jen and I are going to say our goodbyes in 3, 2, 1. Bye.